Welcome back to the Happy Healthy Days podcast. This is Barbie Dupuy, your host, here with my co-host Carly.
Hey y'all.
And we're back for another little mini episode today. Hope everybody had a great Easter weekend. Spring is finally here and we're busier than ever. Everybody trying to get in, I guess, and get that little extra winter weight off before the summer. And we're ready to help. So one of the biggest things, obviously, that we do is teach people how to eat properly. And that is something that we do still believe is the number one priority when trying to lose weight. But another piece of the, health puzzle that we include is being physically active. And, the thing is that when you're trying to lose weight, you really don't have to exercise. We have patients who are successful just by following our nutrition program. But activity obviously helps. Not only is it important for overall health, but it can be extremely important and beneficial during weight loss because it'll help speed up the weight loss process. You're going to build some muscle mass, which will help you burn fat. And like we said, just improve your overall health. So you'll feel better, look better, you'll be more toned, and that's what everybody wants. So
Absolutely.
Just some things to be more active throughout your day that we wanted to point out because a lot of people, we do hear, I guess, a lot of patients say that they don't have time to exercise or they're too busy and
gym memberships get pricey and
we get that. We're in our busy season right now and sometimes the days get chaotic, but you've still got to try to find time to make room for activity. So if you find you live a super busy lifestyle and you're having trouble including exercise, here are some little things that you can do just throughout your day-to-day life or your day-to-day routine to try to stay active. So Carly, why don't you kick us off?
Maybe kind of silly little thing is park far from like the store, restaurant, or place that you're going to.
Even from work, wherever you park for work.
I know we all want that like front parking spot, but park far, even like that additional 3 minutes, walking a few additional steps can be really helpful. And speaking of steps, getting some type of tracker, I think, is probably the number one thing you can do to start figuring out our physical activity. Not saying to get a Fitbit or an Apple Watch, but they have step trackers from Walmart for like $10. We just Googled. And just trying to aim for those like 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day.
That makes a huge difference for sure. And I think a lot of people think that they're more active than they actually are. But the time that we sit really does add up. So getting a tracker is just one of the easiest ways that you can actually become aware of how active or inactive you are on a daily basis. So our goal is to aim for at least 8,000, but hopefully 10,000 steps a day. And I would think that if you could at least do that, whether you're going on a walk to try to hit that or just your steps throughout the workday, that would make a huge difference. So like Carly said, you don't have to go get the fancy trackers. We're very fortunate now that there are some very affordable options out there. So finding one at your local drugstore or grocery store to try to start tracking your steps would be a great place to start. Another thing you can do is try to take the stairs. So if you live in an apartment complex or if you're wherever you work is in a building with an elevator, try to take the stairs instead. Even if you're on the 6th floor and you've got to take a break every floor or two, then that's still okay. That's still okay. That's a very easy way that you can get some activity. And if you're in a place with stairs, maybe using those stairs as an exercise zone. So say you don't want to get a gym membership or you're busy throughout the day, just go up a flight of stairs or two on your lunch break, whether it's at work or just when you get home, maybe go up and down a few times before you go in for the night. But anything that you can do to try to include more activity.
Another one thing is just move every hour. I know I do have the fancy Apple Watch, and if I'm sitting down, I get the alert 9:50, time to stand. Just standing up, because the more sedentary lifestyle we have sitting at our desk, that's not beneficial for us. We kind of want to get moving.
Try to be more active. I think a lot of people today work desk jobs, whether you're at work or you're working from home. We sit, and I think we don't realize how long we're sitting down. So we get up, we sit, and we drink our cup of coffee. coffee, and then you sit in the car on the way to work, and then you get to work and you sit at your desk all day, and then you might get out and go to lunch, but then you sit at lunch, and then you come back to work and you sit, and then we get home from work, we sit and eat dinner, and we
sit and watch TV.
Right, you shower, get ready for bed, and then you sit on the couch for the rest of the night. So if you think about it, we spend most of the day sitting down, so trying to move as often as you can. So whether you need to set a little alarm on your phone, or if you've got the Apple Watch telling you to get up, but maybe every hour on the hour. So at 12 o'clock, get up, stand for 10 minutes, or take a little lap around the office or around your house if you're working from home. Just trying to do anything that you can to not sit as often as we do. Another thing you can do too is if you do go on a lunch break, or even if you're just eating in the office, try to take 10 minutes and go for a walk. So go for a walk around your building. I know a lot of people do eat lunch somewhere close to their office, so maybe instead of jumping in the car to drive to lunch, try to go walk there and pick it up if you can. Now, some people, I know you may not be able to do that, so even just walking around your building, or going outside and taking a lap around the block, anything that you can do to maybe get in a little activity on your lunch break. Depending on your office setup, or if you're working from home, you might even maybe do a quick 15-minute YouTube workout video, on your lunch break. Or if you can close your office door, do a little bit of abs, or do some stretching. Or there are certain workouts that you can even do at your desk. So I think that would be another tip, is what can you do while you're actually sitting at your desk. So some things, I spend a lot of time in the car that you can do is you can do like mini crunches while sitting at your desk. So obviously you can't lay down, but to do a mini crunch, calf raises under your desk. You can even plank against your desk. You can do like tricep dips against the desk. You can use like the
stapler as a weight and do some arm workouts.
Yeah, even if you just stick your arms out, if you'd see me, I'm doing this right now, and like do arm circles, but anything to try to be active. If you have like a heavy computer, you can try to, lift that up a few times just to get any form of activity or aerobic exercise in.
And one thing that's pretty cool is if you are still working from home, or you do have the luxury of having your own office, they have those little stand-in treadmills that have a platform. You can stand on treadmill and work on your computer at the same time. Doing that 30 minutes a day, or even 10-15 minutes a day will be really helpful.
And even on Amazon they sell the standing desk. You can put it on top of a normal desk, and it just elevates. You can pick it up and it'll elevate your computer or whatever platform, so that way you can stand. But they do also at Office Depot and stuff sell a desk that actually will go as high as you need to stand up and work at it. But you can adjust. If you have a normal desk, you can get a little thing to adapt it to be a standing desk as well. Also, a big thing is we do spend a lot of time in the evenings watching television. Every family in America does this now. Mm-hmm. So maybe on the commercial breaks, try to do a little exercise. So get up, walk, go get some water, just so you're not sitting down. Do some abs in front of the TV.
One thing with TV exercises is whenever I do watch cable, I have Hulu with the ads. I say every time I see a restaurant or fast food commercial, I'm going to do some type of exercise, whether it be a quick 15-second plank or some ab works out or some cardio. I think that's kind of good, helpful tip.
It seems like a little thing. Is that really going to make a difference? But actually it will. Over a long period of time, just getting more active while you're watching television would make a big difference in comparison to just sitting or laying down on the couch the entire time. Another big thing here in Louisiana, we're a social culture. You might go to a friend or a family member's house, or you're at a bar, or you're out somewhere. Try to stand instead of sitting down. Yes. So if you're at a social event, instead of going sit at a table talking to people, try to go stand and talk to them. Or if you're
maybe waiting for your table, don't sit at the bar. You can stand at the bar.
You can stand instead. Or even if you're just, say you're waiting in a doctor's office, instead of sitting in the lobby and playing on your phone, maybe stand up. And sometimes that will make a big difference, because you might be waiting in a lobby for 30 minutes. And instead of sitting that entire time, you could have been standing. So that would make a big difference. Another thing that we're very fortunate for now in today's world is that exercise is so easy to find. We've we've got YouTube and all of these different podcasts and different channels that you can find exercise. So you can simply Google like leg exercises or YouTube leg exercises, arm exercises, full body workout, 15-minute workout, all of these things. So whatever you have time for, you can easily Google that, YouTube that, and try to find something, because I think one of the biggest issues when people get started with the exercise routine is they don't know where to start. How do I begin? That's why a lot of people just go buy a gym membership and then they end up not using it because
know what to do.
They get to the gym and then they don't know what to do. So you can do a lot of things simply from your home, from your office. That would make a huge difference and just give you an easy place to start. So try to use the resources that are available to you. Also, whether it's through a work day or even when you're at home, try anytime you pick up a phone call, try to do it standing up. So if somebody calls you, instead of sitting and taking it for however long that might take, get up, walk around until the phone call ends. You've got to be standing up. So that's an easy rule to have.
You can ask Barbie. I cannot sit still. If anyone ever calls this office, I'm walking up and down the hallway, just getting some extra steps in.
Yeah, it's an easy way to fit in some activity. Another thing you can do if you're working in a desk job is put your trash can away from your desk. So say it's across the room or somewhere else, to where if you've got to throw something away, you've got to actually get up to go get it. Or put your phone away from your desk, to where if the phone rings, you've got to get up from your desk to go grab it. And like we said, I know that these seem like little tiny things, but these little modifications will really make a big difference in terms of your overall activity level and just your health as a whole. And another huge thing you can do is find a friend. Whether it's a friend at work who's going to go on a walk with you during your lunch break, or a friend who lives in your neighborhood, or
your apartment,
who will come meet you in the afternoons after work to go take a lap around the block. That really makes a big difference in terms of accountability and knowing that someone's going to be there and try to enforce, and make sure that you're being active. But also it just gives you a little bit of motivation and support to keep it going. So we just wanted to provide some little activities while you're trying to get fit for the spring to try to get you more physically active during the day. Also, we really encourage trying to find accounts on Instagram or social media that motivates you and will keep you going and give you some little tips. So if you have any other tips that we can share with our patients or share with people, you can reach out to us on Instagram at the Aspen Clinic or on any of our Facebook pages, and we'll be back soon with some more tips to help you on your weight loss journey.
Y'all have a good one.